Hello, Eternum, and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. No change in the dynamic of Eternum last night, as the forces of Commit managed to hold off the Marauders of Emotional Damage. KOTT News were on the scene in Moon Bay and spoke with a member of the company leadership. Emotional damage coming through and pushing you back into the fort, but you were able to hold them off and make it out alive, as it were. How do you feel it went down out there?
Yeah, I mean, it went great for us. We had a lot of fun. We really enjoyed it. We let them kind of take a few points, so we could do some practice, but we had a fun time.
Yes, I did notice that you were practicing some retreat recovery a couple times there, especially when you went from Charlie back into fort phase. Was there anybody out there who stood out in their performance in your eyes tonight?
I'll give a shout out to Bo. That was always my go-to. He always held our group together, so he did a great job, and we had a lot of fun.
Right on. I'm glad you did enjoy that. And speaking of enjoying things, are you enjoying the season pass as it's come out?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to go around and get all those achievements done. I'm having a blast, and I know a lot of other people are too.
Later, while clearing portals in First Light, KOTT News ran into a helpful citizen willing to fight back the corruption. For aiding the island in its time of need, Douglas Gregory is this week's Citizen of the Week. Turning to the weather for today, and once more the sun will rise and fall as it does, keeping corruption at bay. Then look out after sundown as the temperatures drop, giving rise to a 30% chance of corruption invasion across the island. 5 submissions for simulated fantasy combat resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPGO. Remember, if it isn't LARPGO, it's cardboard. Up first, the Marauders of Bottom of B-Tier Dodgers assail the Covenant forces of Error.pxp for control of First Light and the flow of the spice. Dodgers forces conducting a doubleheader take the field first on offense. It took 3 hours of fighting to declare, will 30 minutes be enough to flip? The reigning spice lords of the island have been isolated from the north, but with reinforcements available from the west, they may be able to hold off this ransacking group. Then, the Covenant forces of Outcasts assault the Marauders of Bottom of B-Tier Dodgers for control of the island's primary oil reserves of Weaver's Fin. Outcast forces withstood a long defense against these Marauders last week in Morningdale, and now they've marched down from the mountains to dislodge this neighboring perpetual threat. Dodgers forces will be well rested overnight and will have an hour off between fights to check injuries and go over defenses. They should be prepared to battle for the bog. Meanwhile, the Marauders of Destroyers attack the syndicate members of JDB's Kitchen for control of the arid desert region of Brimstone Sands. Nothing is known about this newcomer to the island, but if they can overcome the heat of the desert outside and check out the heat of the kitchen inside, they'll become more well known pretty quickly. JDB's kitchen staff are accustomed to working large receptions on holidays, but unexpected walk-ins crashing 3 different regions has some of them irate. Simultaneously, the Marauders of Iron Reavers challenge the undisputed heavyweight champs of JDB's Kitchen for their championship title and the right to rule over Everfall. Ever the opportunistic group of Marauders, Iron Reavers find themselves sparring for the title belt, but are the champs battling additional distractions. JDB's Kitchen have checked multiple win conditions in the past, but if they choose to focus on defending their title, their Neverfall starts tonight. But wait, there's more! As the forces of Coconut Wireless assault the vault of JDB's Kitchen, attempting to steal away the island's financial capital of Windsward. Coconut Wireless attempting to acquire more financial tithings to use in pursuit of their own ritualistic endeavors. But will they be able to overcome the advanced security surrounding the bank vault? JDB may not have been paying close attention to the Coconuts, since they're not as aggressive or whimsical in their war decisions. But with them staking out the bank, JDB will have to heighten security. Be sure to tune in for complete coverage and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.